Hello you guys, how are you doing? Today I will show you how you can remove the front wheel of CBR600RR PC69. The paddock or the jack stand, I don't know how you say it in English, is on this bike not possible to use without removing the front fender. So I will first remove this fender and then put this into that hole over there. Be careful if you use this also that you don't damage the brake hoses. First remove this and this bolt. Also this will come loose because it's with a piece of iron also through that bolt. You can unscrew that bolt. Also on this side 1, 2, 3 identical bolts. Also this comes loose and you have to unscrew that. And then watch out because you have this piece of iron above and also this piece of iron that keeps in the fender. So if you slide it through the suspension legs, you can scratch it. So we will do some tape on the inner side of the suspension and then bow it a little bit, bend it a little bit, and then you can slide it and take it away. If you have another jack stand that come in over here, like an older video of mine with CBR600RR, it's more easy to do. Then you can more easily remove the front wheel. So I've removed the 6 identical bolts, 1, 2, 3, and also on the other side on the same place the 3 bolts. You can see this comes loose now. You have to put it behind again if you want to mount it again, and then we're going to unbolt this bolt with a size 8. And also on the other side. With a size 10 I will unscrew that bolt. So I took the nut off, size 10, and you can take that away. Also on this side you can take it away. And then if we lift this up a little bit and we bend that inside like that, then we can slide front fender out. You can see that I've placed tape on this side and this side, and then you have to be careful that you don't scratch the inner side of the suspension with this piece of iron and also with that piece of iron and that bolt over here. And that's how we take the entire fender out, this part. So you can see this part you can't unscrew, and this part also. So this piece of iron and that bolt and that piece of iron always comes through. It isn't possible to remove that, or you have to drill this out, and also on this side you have to drill it out. But that you don't want to do. With a wrench size 14. Size 24. Put that in over here, but be careful with the brake hoses. So I think I will push that to there and this like that, so I can reach it. So we lifted it up. See it over here. The front and rear are from the ground. So now we can start to remove the calipers. 2 bolts, 1, 2. Also remove those 2 bolts. On this side the same, these 2 bolts, remove them. Also the 2 from the caliper. And then we can start removing the axle. 4 identical bolts, size 12, are out on this side and on the other side. We will be removing the 4 bolts from the calipers. You can see that there is some locking compound on it. So Honda says to use new bolts with the locking compound on, or you can do yourself some Loctite thread thing on it, so it can't come out when you're driving. Also on the other side, 1, 2, and then you can lay them on the jack stand and on this plastic part over here. Now we will hit with a hammer on this bolt, and then you can see that the axle, this part will come out. See it? It comes out over here, and now we have the possibility to put something in here and then tilt and pull at the same time. But first remove this bolt. The axle comes out very easily. So lift the wheel up a little bit now and then pull on the axle. And if you want, you can put a screwdriver in also, but first we will try it without it. So lift the rim up. Be careful that the spacers stay in on this side, but also on that side. We will take them out and lay them onto the axle. So spacer 1. So the one from the left side I've done over here on the left side, and the other one on the right side. So those 2 are out. And now we can go to the tire shop and lay a new Michelin Road 5 tire on it. I've also done some tape on this with the arrow that signs the rotation, like this, so it's turning like that. And also on this side, because this right angled valve, genuine from Honda, 25.40 euros, will come to this side, same like the back wheel. So we're going to that kind of valve, and now it's that's difficult to measure, because I have to put the manometer between this, and also to inflate and deflate it's difficult. If you have it on this side, it's more easy. Too early to replace already, but better in time than too late. You can see it. On this side it's very good. On this side it's almost on that blokje, like we say in Dutch. So almost worn. So the new Michelin Road 5 tire is back on the front wheel. So the right angled valve is in the right position on this side, and also the direction, the turn direction that way, rotation that way. So that's correct. So we will fit it back into the fairing. I've cleaned the spacers. You can see this line is in the outside, so we slide it in like that. Like that. And this one. Also the outer line, like here, over here. Like that. That's how to place the spacers back in. And now we will do some copper grease on the axle and fit it back into the bike. But first we need to open the calipers, because otherwise they can't slide over the brake disc. So with a flathead screwdriver I will be tilting it a little bit to open this gap over here, so it can slide easier over the brake disc. Like that, the gap on both sides is more open now. I'll lay it back onto that plastic. Over here we will also turn the bolt out and lay it over here. So now we can slide the front wheel in. Be sure that it's in the right position. The wheel will turn that way, so the direction you can see on the tire are on this white tape I've placed here. Here is the rotation, the arrow that way, so it's correct. So a little bit of copper grease on the axle. So if you hit with a hammer over here, be sure that this suspension leg is in the right position, that you can hit it into this hole, of course. You can take this bolt also, turn it a little bit in, like that, and then also this bolt and this bolts we have to turn in, and then also the calipers. But first we will place the brake calipers on. So Honda recommends to use new bolts or use some locking, thread locking from Loctite or something else, Loctite 243. Also some Loctite on the bolts. Because we opened the brake pads, we will use the brake lever a few times, like that, and then we can screw this in again and torque it. With a torque setting for the axle of 59 Newton meters, we will be torquing this. You can also torque it if the wheel is on the ground. Maybe that's more safe, but I will do it now. With a size HW17, I can put something in and hold it. I will place the range on it on the other side. Torqued 59 Newton meters, and then we will turn the 4 bolts in over here and torque them 22 Newton meters. So I've turned them in by hand, and now with a torque range 22 Newton meters. All 4 bolts 22 Newton meters, 59 Newton meters, and then the bolts from the front braking caliper, they need to be torqued 45 Newton meters. 45 Newton meters. Like that, and now we can lower the bike and put the fender back on. So both spacers, 1, 2, are in the correct position. The 4 clamp bolts over here, the axle bolt, and then the 4 bolts from the braking calipers. So we will lower the bike and put the fender back on. First we will turn the 3 bolts in on both sides, 1, 2, 3, also on that side, and then Be careful that you don't forget this part underneath over here to turn it in, and then we will be doing this on that side. That's this nut. And over here, that, and also this part, that's over here. So this ball through and in this hole. So slide this behind. Like that. And push the bolt in. And then line it up with a hole and fasten it. So 1, 2, 3. Also the reflector behind it. This bolt fastened. Also do not forget this. And that's how we do it, guys. A new front tire on the CBR600RR. If you don't have pulled this yet, do not forget to pull this. And for the rest, enjoy it. Honda Racing Corporation for the big boys. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.